I know it's difficult and it's tough, but you've come a long way, and you can only get stronger. And I'm sure your story would inspire a lot of people and get a lot of people to also sit up as well. Take your time. So basically, she shared her last words with you. And did she pass away then, or did she call your other siblings to come in?
No, she didn't. She told me. She never even told me that I'm not her daughter.
Yeah, because you are to her, you are a daughter. She raised you from 3 months old.
But she lied. And to me, that wasn't the case. Before she slept, she told me, I will never ever leave you. And don't worry, I'm not going to die.
Yeah. Which I think is the right thing for her to say. And she telling you that you were adopted at that time would have broken your heart. So I think she did the right thing to protect you, because sometimes it's not who gives back to you naturally that is your parent, it's who raised you. Because from 3 months old, she raised you basically to the age before she passed away. So basically, the story is her mom passed away, and according to what I've discussed with patients, is her siblings now start treating her even worse, because the mom that used to protect her is not there anymore. The dad died when they were trying to cross abroad, so it was just patients and her siblings. So what did your siblings do to you after your mom passed away?
No, it's not even what they did after. Just the same day, my mom, before she slept, I said, okay, I have an exam tomorrow and I have to sleep and I'm not going home. Our home, it was very far from hospital, and our school was around the hospital. And I said, I'm going just to rest here with you. I will not let you go. So she just took my hand, then she slept. Even me, I slept there. I was sitting on my chair, but I had my head on her hand.
On her hand, yeah.
And I don't know how long we slept, and the doctor came, said, wake up, your mom is dead. I was like...
You don't believe it, yeah.
We were kidding. She said she wants to rest, just a minute, then she will wake up and we were going home. And she was fine. They said, no, look at the machine. I said, guys, just give her a minute. She will be fine.
Hoping that she'll wake up.
Yeah. Then my sibling said, please check the cameras. Maybe she killed her.
So your siblings said that maybe you killed your mom.
Because I was the one who was with her.
In the hospital, in the room.
They said I have a bad blood. And the same day, their father refused to take me. The same day he died.
So for those of you that don't know, her siblings knew about when Patience was escaping from Congo to Rwanda, that the dad sacrificed his life for their safety. So they blamed it on Patience, that Patience is the reason why their dad is dead. So they already had that resentment against her, regardless of what it is. So that was always there. And now that the mom has now passed away, they're trying to blame her again, that she's responsible for the mom's death, that they should check the CCTV cameras and find out what actually happened. So what now happened after that? You must have been heartbroken when that happened.
I was heartbroken and I was like crazy. I ran in the street crying, saying, why? Why me? I can't have my real parents. I can't have a hand. I can't even have the only person who cared about me. They didn't say I am adopted. That time I didn't knew. So I said, why? They are my siblings.
Why are they treating you like that?
So after that, I had to go home and to bury my mom. And they refused. They said if I go to her grave, she will not end up in heaven. So I have to stay home.
So they didn't allow you to go to her final resting place?
I did go after that.
What a terrible thing to do to someone that is your stepsister. But go ahead,
I said it's okay. If that's what you want, it's okay. I will just visit her after you have done everything you want. When I was crying outside around her grave, my grandma, it's not my real grandma, but their grandmother.
Their grandma, which is your grandma as well.
She knew all the story. And she told me, I want to tell you something, but please don't be mad and just do what your mom said.
Yeah.
I said, what do you want to tell me? She started telling me how they took me from Congo to Rwanda, that the mother wasn't my real mother.
Which she must have been in shock.
And I was like, crying. I looked exactly like my mom.
Yeah.
Then my grandma looked exactly like my mom. I said, I even look like you. She said, yeah, you look like me because we have been together for a long time. You are my real grandma.
I've heard that thing whereby if you live with somebody for so long, you tend to look like them. I don't know how true it is or if it's just a saying, but I've heard that so many times. So you had no reason to doubt it, but she told you the truth. And how did you feel after she told you the truth, when you actually believed that she was telling you the truth?
Okay, the first thing she said, why don't you have a Rwandese ID? And I thought, why? You don't even have a birth certificate.
Birth certificate, yeah.
I said, yeah. You can't be serious? So I am not even a Rwandese? No, you are not. Maybe your parents was a Rwandese. In 1994, in Rwandan genocide, they go to they went to Congo. Then they get back to you. Then this 1997, the war happened. Then you came back to Rwanda. We are not sure because we don't know your parents, but when tukiangalia mari walikutoa, the place you were, there was many Rwandese.
Rwandese, yeah.
So maybe you are Rwandese or you are a Congolese. We don't know, but we don't even care. We love you. I said, you can't be joking because my whole life, my 17 life, everything, it's a lie. So you don't even know what happened to my hand. No, we know.
So after all that, and you now found out that she was telling you the truth, what did you do next?
The first thing I did, I didn't like my mom. I never wanted to visit her grave.
You did resent her for that, yeah.
The second, I had a cancer when I was in primary. In Congo, they cut this hand, they cut only hand. Then because of working so hard, washing clothes, go to farm to do
labor and everything.
Some hard work. I had a cancer, so they have to cut it.
Okay.
And I blame everything to God.
Yeah.
Why? Sorry.
No, it's okay. Yeah. So basically, I know this is a very emotional story. So what happened with Patience when she found out the truth? Our siblings kicked her out onto the streets. She couldn't return back to the house, and she was living on the streets for some time. And she met a Kenyan driver. This guy was a lorry driver driving to Kenya, and she begged him that, please, can you just take me with you? I just want to leave Rwanda and start a life somewhere else. And the guy kind of hesitated because it was like, she's a little bit young, she's a woman traveling by herself. And the guy said, I don't have a lot of money, but I can take you and I can give you 500 shillings that I have with me. And that's all I can do. I can't help you any further. And that's how Patient made the next journey of her life. So remember, she was born in Congo. Militants caught her hand in Congo. She moved to Rwanda, trying to live a normal life. She now found out that all her life is false, it's not truth. The person that she thought was her mother is not her mother. The person that she thought were true siblings are not true siblings, they were like her step siblings. They kicked her onto the streets. She started all over again. So now she's making a new journey to a country that she doesn't know anybody. She doesn't speak Swahili. She doesn't speak very good English because Rwandans normally speak French. And now she's making this journey, going to Kenya with a stranger that's offered to help her to start a new life in Kenya. So basically, she ends up in a place in Kenya called Kikuyu. Just to clarify a few things that Patient Dosita has said, like I said, English is not her first language. So sometimes when she communicates, some people can misread her. But I spend a lot of time with her for me to be able to explain certain things. So during this interview, she was saying how she got cancer in Rwanda and they cut her hand. So let me just explain that to you. So when she was 3 months old, the militants cut her left hand. So they cut it around here. So when she was in Rwanda and she was working hard, working with her siblings, doing all the chores and everything, she developed an infection, which became a cancer. So the doctors had to cut her hands further down so that it doesn't spread. And that's why if you look at her hand, it's cut a second time. So her hand is actually being cut twice, first by the militants, second by the doctors because she developed a cancer. So moving on with the story, patient got onto a lorry and made her way down to Kenya with a stranger. So can you tell us more about that story when you met this guy that decided to help you to bring you to Kikuyu in Kenya?
Like after I finished my high school,
yeah,
I wanted to go back to Congo
yeah,
to see if I can find maybe my father.
Any of your family roots, yeah.
They are still alive, but I couldn't, I hadn't a document.
Yeah.
And the police on the border said you cannot pass the border if you don't have a document, and you are too young to let you go to Congo.
How old were you then?
I was 17.
So she was 17 years old and she doesn't have any documents of where she originates from. Remember, she was 3 months old when she was taken from Congo to Rwanda, and because she's not from Rwanda, she didn't have the papers, so she had no documents. Go ahead, please.
So I had to be, I had to sleep on the street.
Okay.
The good thing about where I came from, they have like Kivu, there is a beach.
Yeah.
There is, we had always praying on the beach. This is how you can chimba mchanga, then you can sleep in.
Okay.
That's what I did. And the same day, when I stayed on the beach for 3 weeks.
3 weeks, yeah. You were homeless?
Yeah, I was homeless.
Okay, because your siblings have kicked you out?
Yeah.
Okay,
and
go ahead.
I met this guy on the Rekiv on the beach.
Okay.
And he said, I know you. I was like, where? Your mom and I, we were friends. There's some business we were doing together. I remember on our wedding. And he said, what are you doing here? I was looking so
distressed, unhappy.
And why do you look like this? I said, I am homeless now. I don't have where to go, and I live here.
He must have been shocked.
Yeah, he was like, what? Let me take you back to your home. I was like, you cannot take me there because my siblings, they will not allow anyone.
And he didn't know that your mom had passed away?
Yeah.
Okay.
She knew.
He knew, okay.
He knew.
Okay.
And he took me there, but I refused.
Yeah.
And he insisted. When we didn't even get to our gate.
Yeah.
There was outside. They said we are not allowed that witch to come on our house.
So
kill our mother and our father.
Okay.
She's going to kill us also. I said, I told you I want to go and stay homeless. I am okay. So what can I help you? I said, oh, by the way, you said you were a lorry driver.
Yeah.
Can you please take me anywhere? Just take me anywhere. I want to go very far from these people.
Yeah.
He said, I got Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania. So where do you want to go? I said, anywhere, just very far.
Yeah.
And he said, okay, be ready, we'll go tomorrow morning, but it will be so hard. You don't have a document. I said, I will show you what I will do. We tried. It was so hard in Rwanda because they have police everywhere.
Yeah.
So if there is a car coming on that other side, they will say there is a police, and I will.
You hide.
Yeah, I will hide. Hama nitembee na miguu, nipita mapolisi, then nipande gari tena tuendelee. Tulifika kwa border ya Uganda. I don't remember the name of the border. It was at night.
Yeah.
And he told me I have to use the longest way.
Yeah.
Nafaa kupitia njia ya mbali mahali somewhere I can just cross the border without a document, but
to get to Kenya
I have to use mountains.
Yeah.
I said it's okay, I will go. I had some women from Uganda carried fraud things, so I had to go with them.
Yeah.
Until I end up in Uganda. After a few days, was in Uganda to Kenya. It's a Busia border.
Yeah.
It was so simple in Busia because it was Friday and it was a market day. So he told me, you see those women, that fat women, you have to cross them and go under their leg because they was wearing a big
wrapper, yeah.
So you have to be, you have to cross the border, katikati yao. That's what I did.
Yeah.
I end up in Kenya and they was like, is it this Kenya?
So how did you feel when you got to Kenya?
Okay, first I felt like, wow, okay, but I was like, the Kenya I know in history.
On the TV.
It's not this is not Kenya. Maybe it might be Uganda, but this is not Kenya. He said, you will see when you get to Nairobi. Actually, I didn't knew the Nairobi, it's in Kenya.
Yeah.
And Mombasa, it's in
Kenya.
I
yeah.
Maybe
they're all
Mombasa
cities.
Is a country,
yeah.
And Nairobi is a country, and Kenya is a country.
No.
That's
so you didn't know at the time, yeah. Okay.
So it was so easy in Kenya because if police catch me, we will pay 200, 100, 500.
To bribe them to get to where you want to get to.
Yeah. We end up in Kikuyu, where he said, "Hiya, we are in Nairobi."
Yeah.
I was shocked first. I said, "Where's the buildings? Can't see the big building." He said, "This is Nairobi, and there's somewhere we stand that we can see the town."
The whole of Nairobi, yeah.
He said, that is the town, but here also it's Nairobi. And I think this is a good place you can start your life. I had one bag, big bag with my clothes.
Yeah.
And he gave me 500 Kenyan shillings.
Okay.
And he told me this 500 Kenyan shillings, it's 5,000 Rwandan francs.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? Okay. I said, thank you. Me, I didn't even know what I'm going to do. I just said, thank you, and you can go where we're
You were just happy to be in another far away from Rwanda and start a new life elsewhere.
The problem was everyone was talking a different language. Not even English, not even Swahili, just different language.